In today's video, we're talking about a crime in Arizona that's called forgery devices. There are a number of different ways that a person can be charged with this crime. We're going to talk about them. But first, let's take a look at where these laws are housed. It's in the Arizona Revised Statutes 13-2003. And let's take a look at what it says. First and foremost, if we're talking about forgery devices, we're talking about items or devices or machines or things that will alter or create forged documents or forged instruments. And so first and foremost, a person can be charged with this crime if they're in possession or they're making these types of items or materials. It says that a person who makes or possesses and they have knowledge of its character, so they know about the device that they have, they know basically what it's intended to do or what it can be used to do, they know about its character, and they're in possession of it with the intent to commit fraud or forgery. And it's any one of these things. So first of all, you need these three elements. They're either making it or possessing it. They are aware of its character so that they know what it's intended to be used for. And they know about it and they have it in their possession with the intent to use it for defraud or for forgery. Not that they're actually using it, just that they have it. And they know these three things. So it's really any one of these items here. Plates, die. So die is a device that's used to actually help manufacture these things. Property, supply, devices, any apparatus, any software, any equipment, any artifices, any articles, any materials. You can see it's extremely broad. So basically anything can fit into those categories. Anything can be considered equipment or software or articles or materials. There's a number of different things that can be used and be squeezed in here. All right. And then finally what we need is that any one of these things are going to be used in the forging of a written instrument. So in another video, we explained what a written instrument actually is. It's also very broad. So if you have all of these elements in place and you're just in possession of it, so this doesn't mean that you're actually using it. It doesn't actually mean you're actually physically using it. So you're not in the process of creating a forged document, but you just have it in your possession. Any one of these things that is commonly used in the forging of a written instrument, that's enough. Now, you can see here, this is a little bit complicated. There's a number of different ways that you can attack this type of charge. You can talk about whether there is actual possession. You can actually defend and describe and explain that a person who is in possession of it didn't actually have knowledge of its character. They may not have known anything about what that thing is being used for. And finally, that person may not have any intent to use it in the manner that it's intended to be used for. So they have no intent to commit a fraud or a forgery. So that's just being in possession of it. It's a lower level offense, but it still is a felony. The way that it escalates into a more serious charge is if it is actually supposed to be used, or if it's actually intended to be used, or it's being given to somebody else to use. So it's basically, it's saying you have it, it's in your possession, and now you're giving it to somebody else to use. It's the same as above, but you have the intent to use or allow somebody else to use it for a forgery. That's going to escalate it. That's going to bump it up in severity. So for part one here, just being in possession of it is going to be a class 6 felony. Arizona, we have really classes of 2 through 6. 6 is the lowest level offense. 2 is basically the highest. There is class 1 for murder and those types of things, but for all intents and purposes, class 6 is the lowest. If it is being used, so that means that if we're in paragraph 2 here and we're actually going to be using it or allowing somebody else to use it, it's going to take it from a class 6 to a class 5. So it's going to increase the level of severity. It's going to make it a little bit more severe in terms of penalties and potential jail time or prison time and those types of things. So if you are somebody that you know has been charged with a forgery device, whether it's just being in simple possession of it or being in possession of it with intent to use it or to allow somebody else to use it to commit a forgery, you can see that they're both felonies. Any felony in Arizona is going to go through a much more rigorous process than you might otherwise think, even if it is a first offense that you may be going through. So give our office a call. We offer free case evaluations. We'll have you come in, we'll sit down, we'll review the facts of your case, see how this law applies to it, see what defenses we can make based on what happened in your particular circumstances. We look forward to speaking with you soon. Come in, give us a call, and thanks for watching.